Hello, and welcome to Woodford Sports Weekly, the second ever episode of Woodford County's only weekly show covering the events of Woodford County sports. I'm your host, Thomas Mims, joining you today from my humble home office. And this week on the show, we have for you some girls and boys basketball highlights, as well as some highlights from the Matt Jackets performance yesterday at the sectional duels over at Anderson County Middle School. We do not have a guest this week, no special segment either, as we're still trying to kind of figure out what we want to do with the show and what we want it to look like. We will have a guest next week, though, for you, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, some highlights. Our coverage begins Tuesday night at Tate's Creek as the Yellow Jacket boys took on the Commodores. We'll start on the baseline in the first half. Anthony Tabor, the drive, will hand off to Brian White, and he gets the triple. The Yellow Jackets trailed 34-30 at halftime. Second half now, Jared Courtney, the drive, bounce pass to Will Smiley, and he gets the layup for two. Still in the third quarter now, Anthony Tabor, the inbound to Jared Courtney. And oh man, the Commodores forgot about Tay. Tabor, the three. Late third quarter, Jackets have a 43-42 lead, but Tate's Creek's Sion Townsend takes it in for the layup, and Tate's Creek leads 44-43 after three. Townsend would finish with 15 of Tate's Creek's 57 as Anthony Tabor backs it out here. The drive, the kick to Dylan Blevins. He makes the extra pass, and Jared Courtney knocks down the tray to put Woodford County ahead 49-48 with 3 minutes to play. Rough shooting night for Courtney as that was his only made basket of the night, but it was a big one. And Coach Gerard Gay for Tate's Creek is going to call a timeout trying to get his team rallied for the final 3 minutes. The teams trade baskets, and 30 seconds later, Courtney to inbound, looking for Hunter Penn near the basket. Penn the catch, the little quick pass to Tabor, and he knocks down the mid-range jumper to put Woodford up 53-50. The Yellow Jackets offense goes cold over the final 2.5 minutes, though, and Tate's Creek takes a 57-54 lead. Heading into this final play, Ashton Miles DeVore, the tray, no, and Tate's Creek escapes with the 57-54 victory. We'll flash you forward to Friday night, the Yellow Jackets taking on the 10-4 Estill County Engineers at home. We'll skip ahead to the third quarter of what was a really slow-played game. The Yellow Jackets led just 21-18 at halftime, and with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, it was 26-24 as Hunter Penn gets the rejection, and he'll take it the length of the court and get the layup. Joe Benton carried the scoring load for the Engineers, scoring 23 of their 46 points, including these three, but it wouldn't be enough. The Jackets get the 50-46 win over Estill County to improve to 8-7, and Saturday night took down North Oldham 63-54 to improve to 9-7 on the season. Now we'll flip things over to the girls' side of things, where the Lady Jackets came into Saturday night's matchup with Great Crossing at 4-8. Taking on Glenn Wilson Jr., Woodford County alums, Warhawks. We'll start in the third quarter, Lady Jackets trailing by 9. Abby Moffitt takes a look, gives it back to Caro, gets it back, and knocks down the three. Moving on to the fourth quarter now, Lady Jackets trailing 49-44. And Ava Sherman knocks down the three to extend the lead. Moffitt's going to respond by knocking down this three on a feed from Delaney Enlow. Moffitt would lead the Lady Yellow Jackets with 20 points on the night. Enlow would add another 13, and Caro scored 12. But it wasn't enough, as the real story of the game was Great Crossing Jr. Brayley McMath. And here's some McMath for you. 10 of 15 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, equals 26 points for the junior. The 69-56 loss drops the Lady Yellow Jackets to 4-9 on the season. They are back in action tomorrow night. That's Monday night, with a 7:30 tip-off set against the Lady Colts of West Jessamine. That game will be held at West Jessamine High School tomorrow night. Meanwhile, the Matt Jackets yesterday at Anderson County Middle School were competing in the sectionals duels competition. The Matte Jackets did finish the day 3-2, which was good enough to send them on to the state competition. That'll be January 25th at Lindsey Wilson College. So here in a couple of weeks, the Matte Jackets head to the state duels meet. In the meantime, we'll just show you a few highlights from their win yesterday, as they racked up several pins on their way to the 3-2 day. In the first round, the Jackets took care of South Oldham 51-27. In the second round, they also took care of North Hardin with a 45-33 win. They dropped the third one with a loss to Central Hardin 44-36, a close one there. And then in the fourth round, they dominated Anderson County with a 56-24 victory. And to close out the day, they did fall to Oldham County 48-24, a very impressive squad from Oldham County. So without further ado and limited interruption from yours truly, here are some highlights from the Jackets competition yesterday at the sectionals. That's going to do it for us here for the second episode of Woodford Sports Weekly, the January 12th edition. As always, thank you for reading the Sun. Thank you for watching our show. We do hope if you haven't yet, you will subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just search Woodford Sports Weekly on YouTube and you can find us there. And then, of course, you can always find us on any of our social media accounts, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just search at Woodford Sun on Twitter, at Woodford Sun on Instagram, and just the Woodford Sun on Facebook to find us. But thank you all for watching and joining us for the second week. We'll be back next week with another guest. And as always, we'll see you at the games.